In this tutorial today, we're going to go over the work lists. We're going to cover how to utilize work lists. We'll also cover registering a patient. First, we're going to log into PM Office. We will go across the list bar and choose Work List. We're going to go to Incomplete Pre-Registration. As well, you can see I have a patient here. This patient, we started a pre-registered conversation, but we didn't have an encounter level information available for this person. So they're going to populate in this incomplete pre-registration work list. To pick the patient, you'll just double-click on the patient. It will load the conversation. As you can note, it says that using this conversation will change the patient type from clinic pre-reg to re-emit and remove the registration date. Would you like to continue? You'll just say yes. In here, we're just going to change that we don't have any encounter information to yes, we do have encounter information. And now we do have all those extra fields that we do need to fill in during registration of this patient. We're going to plug in as much information as we can on this patient. So in the patient information, we're going to add their address. As you can see, all the previous information is still within the conversation. To actually complete this conversation, we have to fill in all the required fields. If they're a full-time employee, you can do a search for an employer. You can type in their employer here. And once you click it, it will automatically populate inside of all the employer information. If you plugged in yes on interpreter required, it would populate in the interpreter required work lists. I'm going to plug in all the pertinent encounter level information. If it was accident related to this visit, it would flex in additional fields. Those additional fields are only determined on how you choose to answer that question. As you can see, under the guarantor information, we had self, and it automatically populated the employer information that we had on the screen. When we choose self as our primary insurance, it automatically populates all the information from the previous screen. That'd be included in all the personal information and the employer information. And you can also do a search on the health plan. And you can choose the plan that's appropriate. And then it's going to automatically populate the information. You got to get the name on the insurance card. You'll have to give a verification status. And you'll have to determine if authorization is required. Once you have all those required fields, of course it's not a Medicare patient, so you don't have to do MSP. You can see an insurance summary under the Insurance Summary tab. You could plug in additional contacts if that's applicable. You can complete the conversation, and you'll notice that it drops off the incomplete pre-registration work list.